What's up YouTube, it's your boy RJ and I'm back with another video for y'all. Now, we are going to be doing videos, Marvel kind of / MCU videos this week because this is the week of Avengers Endgame. We're just going to be doing videos of Avengers Endgame basically all week, you know, I'm going to do it Monday through Thursday, like every single day of maybe like top 5 heroes, top 5 villains, my favorite moments, stuff like that. So today with this video, Monday, we're going to be doing my top 5 heroes of the MCU, who are my favorites. Now I tried to limit this, kind of narrow this into people who've been there more than 5 years, you feel me? So I kind of tried to narrow it down because I didn't want to say somebody like, you know, Black Panther who's only been in there like 3 years, you feel me? So I tried to narrow this down to people who've been in there more than 5 years. And you know, of course, Doctor Strange is my favorite Marvel hero of all time, but I decided to go, like I said, narrow it down to who's been in there more than 5 years, who's been part of the MCU in a big way. Like Doctor Strange is becoming a big part of it, sort of, you know, as you can see, but I'm trying to limit this to kind of the day ones, you feel me? So who has been my favorite hero so far in this tenure with the MCU? And at number 5, we're gonna go to 5 to 1 obviously, but top 5. At number 5, I'm gonna go with Nick Fury. Nick Fury, now you can say he doesn't really count as a hero, but I would count him as a hero. But Nick Fury, man, like, you know, he's not really kind of there 24/7, but he's been there, continued just setting up the universe, coming in, hey, you know, I'm Nick Fury, da 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 da. At the end of Iron Man, you know, the Iron Man post-credit scenes, and you know, the Cap, and you know, Winter Soldier, where he was a big part of that and everything. Like, I just like Nick Fury, man. Like, whoever chose Samuel Jackson to play Nick Fury, whoever casted him to do that, they deserve a raise, man. That was a perfect casting choice. I never would have thought I would see Samuel Jackson playing like a serious kind of superhero spy type role on screen, even though he has before and stuff. But I'm just saying, I never would have thought that, you feel me? So that was new for me. And Nick Fury, I just liked him a lot, man. I really did like him, you feel me? He just had, every time he entered the scene, you was like, oh man, this Nick Fury, man. Oh man, this Nick Fury, bro. So I really did love Nick Fury, man, through this tenure with the MCU, you feel me? So Nick Fury was one of my favorites, honestly. So at number 4, this is gonna be a surprise to some people, but at number 4, I'm gonna have Hawkeye. Hawkeye, man, people crap on Hawkeye because he's Hawkeye, of course. Like, bruh, Hawkeye is cold, man. You know, he be doing them, he don't even be looking. What? Like, Hawkeye, bruh, is cold. So, Hawkeye, man, you know, we got introduced to him in Thor 2011. Now, when I was, you know, around the age around that time, I was like, is this Hawkeye? Because I was like, man, is that Hawkeye? Because he had the arrow and everything, but I didn't know it at the time. But yeah, man, Hawkeye, we saw him in Age of Ultron. We saw him in Age of Ultron, you know, providing the team, you know, got somewhere to crash or whatever you need, a place to stay or something. Saw his family and stuff like that, his wife and all that. Man, I like Hawkeye, you feel me? Now we're seeing possibly with Endgame that maybe his family may not be there no more. He's going rogue. But man, Hawkeye is one of my day ones, man, that I have on here at number 4, bro. I just like Hawkeye. I always liked his ability, you feel me? Like, to me, I really value like being a marksman. Like, he is truly a marksman. If you need him to cover for you, he got you, you feel me? He may not be like the most powerful, of course, and not most reliable in terms of certain situations, but Hawkeye is dope, man. So Hawkeye makes my list on number 4. Number 3, I got none other than Tony Stark, man. Tony Stark, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., perfect casting choice. Like, he has been the face of this thing for the past 10, aka 11 years, you know, coincide with Captain America, which I definitely, you know, you already know he's gonna be on here. But Iron Man, bro, like, I just can't see, well, I can see somebody else eventually playing Iron Man, but I just can't see nobody topping Robert Downey Jr.'s performance. Like, his performance was just, he made Iron Man. There wasn't nobody checking for Iron Man, and then all of a sudden when Robert Downey Jr. came out and everything and yada yada yada, eventually his character started to pick up steam, and now, hey man, everybody know who Iron Man is, you feel me? Like, back when he came out, who? Iron Man, who is that? You feel me? So Robert Downey Jr., man, he really killed the Iron Man role, bro, and I just love him as Iron Man. I really do, even though I think, you know, he's OP as heck. But that's another thing for another day. But like I said, man, Iron Man, I love him, man. I really do like Iron Man, and Robert Downey Jr. was perfect for this role, man. I'm definitely gonna miss him when he's gone, if he dies in Endgame or he retires or something like that. So Robert Downey Jr., man, hey, great job as Iron Man, bro. So Iron Man comes in at number 3 on my list. Number 2, I got the one and only Thor. Thor, man, like, I love Thor. Thor, obviously, you know, I said it a bunch of times, is my second favorite Marvel character. But the reason I have him on this list particularly is because we've witnessed what we've kind of been through the growth. We've been with him through the growth of his character. Thor 1, he started off reckless, hothead, attitude, all of that stuff. At the end of that film, he came to his senses, got humble, got his hammer back. You know, had basically really checked himself on what his values really meant to himself. You feel me? So Thor 2, we saw him lose his mother and all of that with the invasion of the Keith and all that. Thor 3 comes, we got Ragnarok and all of that stuff. Well, before Thor 3 Ragnarok, we saw him in Age of Ultron, where, you know, he was like, you know, I gotta go back to my home, bro, because I gotta go check on some things. So jumping to Ragnarok, we saw him, you know, with getting his hammer broken, you know, even though I don't think it should have been broken. That's another thing for another day. But seeing his hammer broke, from having his, you know, father teach him, you're more than a hammer, you know, son, and all of that stuff, and having, you know, getting back Loki, which Loki portrayed him in Thor 2, you feel me? So Thor, and then losing his whole planet at the end of the thing, getting confronted by Thanos at the end, the Infinity War, getting beat up by Thanos, coming back, almost killing Thanos. Like, Thor's been through a lot, man. So Thor, man, Thor really does make me my list on number 2, man. I love Thor, bro. Like, we've been through so much with his character, you feel me? And I just think it's been a good ride with him. I really, like some people saying, would you want a Thor 4 or whatnot? Honestly, I hope he kind of does die in Endgame. I really hope so. Because I don't think it's nothing else for him to prove. It's really nothing else for him to prove at this point. You feel me? So Thor tops my list at number 2. And at number 1, you already know who I'm about to put on this list, bro. Captain America, Chris Evans. This possibly might be like the most perfect casting choice in the MCU, period. Besides Robert Downey Jr., man. Like, this dude, Chris Evans, bro. I wasn't big on Captain America. I knew who Captain America was, but, you know, who cares about Captain America? You feel me? So when it came out, the first Avenger, it's like I felt something in my heart with that movie, man. When he first became Cap and he was just running reckless with the powers and wanting to do the right thing all the time and stuff like that, I felt something in that movie, man. And then we went on his journey, went through Winter Soldier, where he was questioning his beliefs and all of that. Is the system really corrupt? Is this, that, and that? And, you know, him finding out Bucky is the Winter Soldier and all of that stuff. And then we go to Civil War, where he's like, you know what, forget this, y'all wrong for how y'all thinking and all of that stuff. And then him coming a long way in Infinity War, you know, defending the world against Thanos and all that stuff. It's just like Captain America, bro. Like, he's just been through so much, his character, and I love the progression of his character. You feel me? You know, him and Tony having a back and forth many in a lot of situations and all of that. But Cap has always been the leader. If you think Iron Man's the leader, you're totally mistaken. It always will be Cap, and it always has been Cap. Cap, man, he tops my list at number 1. He's my favorite. He's my favorite out the MCU. You feel me? Out of all these years. So, like I said, man, I try to keep these, like, my top 5 in a 5-year radius. Who's been there more than 5 years? You feel me? I didn't want to name anybody kind of new. So, yeah, man. These are my top 5 favorite heroes of the MCU currently. I want them to all live, but I know Nick Fury lives because he's in Far From Home. But some of these, man, are probably gonna get killed and probably not gonna come back, unfortunately. You feel me? So, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new. It's your boy Jay, and I'm out.